today normally is a day of joy and sadness for me, right? And joy because I see and I hear all these stories from you, and I get inspired that maybe I've done the right thing by just getting off the corporate bandwagon and trying to change myself and impact life. So it gives me great joy, really, to hear, if there's even one thing that has changed in your life and has got you to a better trajectory, believe me, it's and it's sadness because I've spent like 3 months, right? Every Saturday, I'm used to seeing all of you, and I have a plan here which I will share with you at the end after we all finish. So let's find a way, right? If both of us can find a way to, find this and make this happen, right? So that we still are in touch. I just thought that we should call the 4 o'clock or the 4:30 a.m. girl, since we've got a good lecture on the pituitary gland, and she's obviously managed to get a CXO role in 90 days. And of course, as chivalrous men, we always invite our ladies first, right? So I'd like to welcome and, just give her a big hand. And before we start, Priyanka, her video, please.
CXOs, let me share a story of a senior manager grade who winked at the director grade and directly joined as a vice president with the largest private sector corporation in India, which was 6 times larger than her current organization, an Indian multinational conglomerate headquartered in Mumbai, which put India to the Fortune 500 list for the first time. India's most valuable company by market value, whose MD and chairman is the richest person in Asia and among top 10 richest persons in the world. Are you interested to know the story of the transformation? Please raise your thumbs up quickly so that I can just start sharing. Okay, thanks. So hi, my name is Angeli Sharma. I currently head the digital initiatives for an upcoming new energy business for Reliance Industries Limited. Before I get into the details how I made this transformation, let me address your unsaid curiosity first. Reliance Industries does not need an introduction. At Reliance Industries, our team works under guidance of core leadership team chaired by the MD himself for setting up a new business vertical in new energy, which is for solar power generation in India. And thanks to this course, I had the option to choose from amongst three CXO roles, which was a good problem to have. And in this entire journey, I have bothered MUDIT at odd hours of the day for whatever challenges, whatever issues I had. And he had been kind enough to oblige me and support me. Okay. When I joined this course, I was struggling at my existing role and struggling to crack a C-suite role even before I completed this course. I cracked this role, which I'm enjoying and doing great so far. Let me share briefly how this course not only transformed my professional journey, but also my lifestyle. Course content everybody knows, so I will not go into that. But what were my key takeaways and what I picked up is what I'm going to share. So this story began around in March last year. I was stressed in the job that I was working in that time due to its late night working hours, and difficult working conditions. I got shortlisted for 2 C-suite roles, which I grandly performed so bad that I could not even clear the first round. That is when I started searching for help online. And probably that day, God was happy with me, with my efforts. That MUDIT's ad popped up on my screen. And curiosity killed the cat. I booked a session with MUDIT, got a brief, and forgot about it, thinking Delhi abhi dur hai. But to my luck, I got another call in September, I think, for another CXO opportunity. And out of the fear of grandly ruining it again, I reached out to MUDIT and still confused. But MUDIT commanded and asked me not to think any further and enroll for the advanced program. To my luck, this program was starting the very next day, the 90 days, but I enrolled for the advanced program. Why I enrolled for the advanced program, you can please reach out to me, I can share. But in one sentence, I did not want to just crack the CXO role, but I also wanted to outshine in that role. So I thought that I need that helping hand, even if I crack this particular role. So this is how my journey began. Now, what changed for me with this course? 3 things. First is the belief in the process, and belief in my potential. That was the biggest takeaway. Second, the means and the road to achieve what I wanted to achieve, and the confidence that I can do it. And the third key takeaway from this course was how to traverse that path, taking one step at a time and bringing that 1% improvement daily. That 1% does not go to 37 times. Actually, it goes to 370 times is what I have realized. You take one step, there are 4 steps which universe conspires for you. These were my 3 key takeaways. I can detail it and go on and on, but in a nutshell, these 3 key takeaways transformed me professionally and personally. Today, I'm happier, more successful. My family is happier. My health has improved, my stress have reduced, while my productivity has improved many folds. I discovered for myself what my purpose in life is, what I am cut out for, what my goals are, and how to achieve them in all the 10 aspects of my life, including professional, family, health, spiritual, and community. To know what all I was able to achieve tangibly in these 10 aspects of my life, please feel free to connect with me anytime. I am a happier being now and also a net giver to the society. Thank you.
What a great speech. Thank you so much, Anjali, for sharing this. And just so happy that, things have worked out perfectly for you. Not everybody is as lucky as you. A lot of us are in the process of getting there. And I keep hearing, all the stories that are going around for people but thank you for being, an inspiration. Okay. So welcome, Amit and Priyanka. Let's have Amit's video.
So good morning, everyone. So I want you to picture a person lost in deep Amazon jungle. Despite having best of experience, tools and techniques available, that was me until I joined this course. I pushed on, I see a mysterious light coming from nowhere in the middle. And I push the door open and I see Coach Mudit smiling, saying, I know you are going to be here one day. My name is Amit Prasad, and presently I'm working with HCL Tech Digital Consulting. I'm an in-progress CIO transformation with almost a decade plus years of experience in business, technology, and organizational transformation. For me, personally, this course has been a revelation. It has been a journey of 3 lessons, 2 gratitude, and 1 goal. Among the various framework and techniques that I learned during this course, one thing which was very close to me was the love with the process of change and transformation. I think most people don't realize how close they were to success when they gave up. And one single voice of encouragement, teaching the right techniques, and the last mile fitment makes 1% difference. And that really has impacted me. If you look into the Steve Jobs statement, what he mentioned, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them when looking backwards. So you have to trust that somehow the dots will connect in your future. The second learning, which was there, which was an aha moment for me, that was the description of Sage and Saboteur framework. It's wrong to believe that when you are in a tailspin of negative thought process, you can just think positive and it will work. It doesn't work that way. You can't move your vehicle directly from reverse gear to fifth gear directly. You need to have your positive mindset, gear up till fifth gear, and then cruise towards the success. So that realization again was very much important. And the third learning, which I felt like almost all of us felt like politics is negative. One single sentence from MUDIT changed my entire thought process. And I think that revelation was very important. We all believe that life is fair and hence perceived politics to be negative, and neither of which is true. And that's the immensity of learning here. So these three learnings, these were the key learnings. Apart from that, I have two gratitude which I want to share. One, of course, for the coach MUDIT, who has been so firm but yet gentle person and passed on the right message to all of us. The kind of immense learning we had from him, I want to share a word of gratitude even to our cohort, the diverse cohort in terms of the experience they came with. And also I learned networking. I thought like I was very good at networking, but when I discussed the nuances of it within the group, I realized like there is still a scope for improvement for me. Finally, I have only one goal, and that's definitely to be the CIO in the next 2 years. I believe now that I am on track, and in the next 2 years, that is going to happen. I'm working on very positively on it. And as far as the regular calls I have mentioned, the change that has happened in the last 4 to 5 months has really drastically changed my lifestyle. And for that, I would like to, with that goal only, that I am going to become CIO in the next 2 years, I would like to end my speech on a happy note, like from the slok, like Gayatri Mantra, Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Prachodayata. Thank you, everyone.
This is not the Amit that I heard when he first joined. And I've seen Amit transform from, and he was being very, very kind that day, but he kind of said, he just said something like, it wasn't very convinced in his tone and manner that day. So I've seen him transform, tremendously from where he was to where he is today. And, that positivity in his voice, that, getting up, his new apartment that he wanted has finally materialized. He's got the role that he's wanted. His family is seeing great changes. And what can be better than this, So thanks so much. So next on the line, let's have our one and only Mandar, who's been missing in action. But when he's there, he's a good Maratha, And it's for people like him who would have kept us away from slavery. And I'm sure he's, one with a free mind. And let's hear him in full force.
Mandar, and just a wonderful thing I would want to get started my talk with is about. I'm sure we all are inspired by movies, and I've been seeing a lot of movies from Bollywood, from Hollywood, and there are a couple of movies which have really made me awestruck, like the Karate Kid, especially the part three, that Jackie Chan keeps on grooming the kid. And there's certain actions which are consistently played by this guy time and again, and there is nothing which keeps on happening. And the fellow is frustrated at a point in time, and he comes and says that what exactly is happening? Like, you're asking me to do something time and again. And then it reveals in terms of, or it unveils in terms of what's going to happen from the moves and action and how you block and defend and all. And I think this was exactly what Mudit was trying to do. With the first day, he asked about creating that goal card. And to be honest, I had a little doubt, like, okay, this is nice. I know it would work, but is this really going to work? And I had a little sense of doubt, which got rid of me within a week's time because I started seeing transformation coming into picture. So that was one. And then over a period of time, I started thinking about like how is this whole journey going to be shaping up. And wonderful part I got to see is uh, again going back to a analogy of movie, like being a big fan of Harrison Ford, been seeing this whole Indiana Jones, and I was wondering that what happens exactly. Like every time there has to be an adversity, and you try to break that adversity, or you try to overcome that adversity, and you become the hero. And then that started saying that, oh, I've been learning that I'm not going to go to the next level as a promotion unless I start performing at that level. And I said, okay, wonderful, it's nice to get charged up to be a CXO. What are the exact activities I need to do? And I started going around looking at certain job descriptions which were so limited. And I was wondering, like, they say that you need to spearhead the company and have some fantastic stuff around, like you need to channelize the workforce and be a catalyst in the growth and cultivate the culture of excellence and navigate. I'm like, wow, this is awesome, but what exactly is needed to do all of that? And how would my story fall in line with it? And then I started looking at a couple of adversities, what I've overcome till date. And that started making me think a lot that, oh, I need to have a brand. And to have a brand, I need certain adversities, what I've overcome. And I need to demonstrate some very strong traits. And all doing this is not only about talking the talks, but I need to be sure that I have some good craft. And I started looking that, oh, I have a good craft. I just don't know how to assimilate it and package it well. And I started doing that. And thanks to Mudit, a lot of things what were partially known, a little of, I would say, imperfection about the understanding got sorted out. Mudit was there to be like an guiding light, trying to talk out that, okay, this is the way to do it. You've been reading a lot of things, but there was no practice to that. And I think the practice brought into the picture, and I got to learn a lot about it. Being quite a fantastic procrastinator to being a doer, that was the biggest learning and achievement I had doing this program. I started envisioning what am I going to go and look for myself in coming years. And multiple doors started opening. And as I said, that manifestation has been wonderful. Like a lot of things I got to manifest from my work perspective, able to balance the work and my personal life, and trying to understand that what is the sadhan and what is the sadhya of the world. Like work is a sadhan, what I'm going to use to make a living out of it. And I said, fantastic. I got to be at the best when I was trying to work with my engagement partner. So currently, I'm working as a senior director with a company, and my predominant expectations are to bring in more business. And wonderful, I'm just like signed up two big contracts for the whole year, able to sail well within the space. The clients liking me. I'm able to give them more time. I'm an early riser all of a sudden. As I said, that my kiddo got leveled up with her badminton thing, and she has her practice to do in the morning hours, and it's a mandate for me to be on the ground at 5. So as I said, that God is helping you, or the Almighty is helping you to, you go a step more and somebody pulls you two more steps. The next most important part, what I was mentioning, is like you need to perform at the next level. And that is something which has caught my attention for a period of time. And I'm constantly trying to do what more I need to, like what has brought me with all the skills and knowledge to this level. I'm sure I'm not going to get that skill and knowledge used to be at the next level. What more I need to do. So there is one craft what I'm going to improve for myself. And all these things which are going to bring the micro level changes what Mudit has been talking. right from the plateau of disappointment to learning the emotional quotient and trying to behave with versatile activities of consistent effort. And there's so many things what Mudit covered. And I know this 90 days course, and I'm being very honest, like it was not that a lot of things were not known, but I just didn't had the method to practice. I didn't had the consistency to do few things. And somehow I was able to do it this time, and I found fantastic results out of it. So a lot of changes are coming through, and as I said, that there are multiple doors getting opened up, from entrepreneurship to the work what I'm doing, and thinking of multiple avenues. So I'm sure, like within coming days, I'll be able to take myself to the next level, and I'm sure I'm gonna have a date to that. I don't want to again put it for the eternity. I just want to put a date, and I'm sure I should be uh, and into some good shoes within coming days, and I would catch up with everyone. The biggest thing what I feel leaving the whole journey what I'm talking about was I got some fantastic team for life. I'm sure like I can just pick up the phone and call somebody. Though the other guy is going to be a CEO and he might really need somebody to manage his calendars. And I'm just going to go and pick up the phone and just call up and say that, you know what, hey, Brijesh, this is Mandar. Just give me 2 minutes quickly. And I'm sure like this guy is just going to say that, okay, he'll step out of his chair and say that, oh, let me talk to you. I don't have to worry about, wondering about what's happening in the cybersecurity if I know Brijesh is going to be around. So there are so many things which I'm counting in. My network is growing for sure. So with this note, I just want to thank everyone. A fantastic journey so far, and I'm looking forward to stay in touch with everybody. And I'm waiting for Mudit's announcement. What's going to be next for we all to stay within this cohort or the broader cohort what he has. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Mandar. Thank you so much. I'm just so happy that Mandar had a few hiccups when he joined. If he remembers, he was wondering whether, this would finally take off. But I'm just so glad to see you, with the transformation. And, Mandar, when you speak from your heart, no, that's when you're most authentic. Okay.
Morning, CXOs. Though you all know me, I'm Harini, working as a senior database administrator at Toku Private Limited. My life so far has been transforming with this approach called 1% Better. I'm so lucky at every stage of my life. God has sent me mentors, and at this time, it is you, Mudit sir, and I'm so grateful for it. I started my career as a medical language specialist, and today I'm working as a senior database administrator. It was not at all an easy journey for me, and but I'm not stopping here. And when I got a chance to talk to Mudit sir, that is when I made my mind that I'll join this course because I want to reach really higher goals of my life. And I'm so glad that I learned that it is not just about being good at technical, which takes you to the role of C-suits, but there's a lot more to prepare before what you want to get into the C-suit role. I definitely know that I'm really not ready for, C-suit role yet, but I have got an opportunity to learn what it takes to become one. With this 90 days course, I could discover physical and mental clutter, which could hinder my personal growth. And I quickly made changes to my both personal and professional life by simplifying workspace and focusing on what really matters. And I really found clarity and the ability to channel my energy into meaningful endeavors. Affirmations, meditation, reading, and a daily morning walk became my daily ritual. I realized the power of positive self-talk is in overcoming the challenges at work by affirming my abilities and visualizing success, I cultivated a mindset to be a confident person in my role. Meditation emerged as my anchor in the storm of the deadlines and the high pressure situations which I'm going through these days at my work. In the stillness of mind meditation, I found clarity and the calm center. It helped me to enable on how to respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. In terms of executive presence, I learned that it is not about the title or the authority. It's about the effective communication, empathy, and the ability to inspire others as well at your workplace and in your home environment. As a DBA, I recognize the importance of conveying the complex technical details in a way that it resonates to both technical and non-technical stakeholders. I dwelled into this term called ikigai, right, with this course, which is the intersection of, say, like passion, profession, and the mission. So here we learned that what is that you really love to do, and what is that you are doing, what you are good at, and what the world needs, and for what I can be paid for, right? I could discover my purpose with this, uh, with the help of Ikigai. And as we celebrate our achievement today, let's carry forward the same spirit. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to Mudit sir. Thanks for all your support through this journey. And I'm very happy that I have got an opportunity to have a lifetime coaches within this cohort group. So, congratulations to all my fellow CXOs. May our individual journeys inspire positive change in the broader landscape. Thank you.
Priyanka, let's have Prashant video on, please. Thank you.
I think I'll articulate my learnings for the last 3 months. So few of the things were eye opener. Just like my aspirations to join this course was to understand what is required to get into the role of CXO roles, and I was having the basic knowledge of a lot of day-to-day good rituals, but not really having any knowledge on how to have a clear path in terms of how you go and approach for those higher positions. So my first biggest learning from this one was from all the CXO buddies. I think the energy that has been brought, the thought process has been brought. For example, my activity partner was Ashish. The way he is disciplined himself in various ways, it was quite you know great to for me to inspire and shape up my habitual practices as well. Now, a few key things that Mudit sir you have a impact on me was about the first one was like the appraisal. So all the appraisals are done behind your scene. So while Vijay was talking about branding and things like that, it basically means what people think about you when you are not there. And I think that was one of the key takeaway lessons. Last year would have not been a great lesson for me uh, because I had, my personality was quite aggressive, and people were taking me in the right way, and I was perceived kind of a villain who was trying to micromanage and things like that. This course has helped me to do the required course correction. So thanks a lot for that. Uh, the other aspect was about believing in yourself and practicing the role that you want to play in the future. So for example, if you are trying to be in the CEO mode, then you would think and act like a CEO day in day out, at home or at office. That's one of the second biggest takeaway lessons for me. And with that, I think I am quite aware of meditation practices and getting up in the morning, being healthy. But taking charge of yourself in all aspects of your life is what uh, is the third biggest takeaway for me. So thank you for that. And again, I do keep learning from buddies. I'm a slow learner. Right now, my journey is I'm taking one step at a time to improve myself. Uh, so for example, I'm trying to get my daily habits organized. So I'm not spending too much time on social media, whether it and my statutory routine has become a little bit more hectic in terms of maintaining the daily routines. So that's the reason why I've been a quite silent member. But I do read and learn from a lot from you. And soon, hopefully, in soon, whatever stories I have, I'll be definitely sharing with you all. So thank you, Mudit sir, and everyone for inspiring and being part of this journey.
Thank you, Prashant. Thank you, Prashant, for being here. I just hope you recover quickly, and thank you so much for, still coming here when you're not well, right? That speaks volumes for your commitment. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, great. So